Hi friends, today's project is collage coasters. A coaster to put your drink on or just to be a decorative tile in your kitchen or in any room in your house. This is an example I made. Yours may look like this and it may not look anything like this. You can do anything you want. So in your connection kit, you got a piece of paper like this with way too many instructions. So I'm here to show you exactly how to do it, but do it in your own way. First of all, you got 2 ceramic coasters. They're breakable, so be careful. You also got 2 cork backings. Now these are sticky on the back, so you just peel and stick. I'll show you in just a minute. You got a small container of Mod Podge. Mod Podge is, oops, it's like a commercial. Mod Podge is sort of like glue. It's white, it dries clear, it has something else in it, but it's really great for collage. You also got a packet of scrapbook paper cut to size, as well as a little black bird. And I'm going to tell you about the black bird. You may need scissors, but you really don't have to have them. I would also use a placemat or a piece of newspaper to keep your table clean. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Let me move this out of the way. So this was what we call in art a happy accident. I have this scrapbook paper that has little silhouettes of hummingbirds on it. And I liked it very much because I've been watching a lot of hummingbirds. So I cut out a bird shape out of this black paper. And the bird shape had this star on it. And that was just some black paper, again, scrapbook paper that I had, and I thought it looked really cool, so I made this. Now, I gave you the exact same thing if you want to make one like it. But I also gave you lots of other options of paper. And I'll tell you this, you don't have to use any of this paper. You could even use some of the paper that comes in your packets with pictures on it, or poetry on it, or even something you have that you would like to glue onto here. So there's no limit to what you can do. But if you want some instructions, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now I wrote it all out, but sometimes following writing is confusing to me. I do better if somebody shows me how to do something. So I'm going to start with this lovely paper. By the way, everything I gave you is kind of matchy-matchy. It's kind of like garanimals. It all goes together. So you really can't make a mistake. It's going to look good no matter what you do. I'm going to open up my Mod Podge. Now the first thing I told you to do is put the backing on. That just keeps you from having to do it while it's wet. So you just peel this. It's really not hard to get it started. You know, some of these things that you peel like this are difficult, but this is not. Then make sure you kind of hover over it and get it centered. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is just to keep the tile from scratching the table. Rub it a little bit to get it stuck down good, and then turn it over. I forgot to mention that I sent you a sponge spreader. Yours will be yellow. Mine just happens to be black. And you're going to dip that into the Mod Podge and put a thin coat of Mod Podge all over your ceramic tile. Spread it so that it's very thin. I'm going to put that down and take this is going to be my background paper. Now this is so pretty, I could actually just do this and not put anything else on it. But you know, I just can't stop myself. I've got to put something else on it. So I'm going to press it down, but then make sure you put another coat on top of it. It looks like it's going to cover it with white, but when this dries, it will be completely clear. And it will be stuck on there really well with a slightly shiny surface. So I'm going over it horizontally and then vertically. Now if it starts to bubble up a little bit, just take your fingers and smooth it out. And it may, while it's wet, bubble up a little, but it'll settle back down. Now, normally I would wait. I wouldn't put anything else on until it dries a little bit. But I've already decided. I took some of my other paper and I just tore, rather than cut, I tore out some black and white flowers. And I've already kind of decided where they're going to go. This one's got to go in a corner because it's got a little corner. So I'm going to add a little bit more Mod Podge there and place that down in the corner and then go over it again. Now, I chose 3 things. I'm going to put one thing over here so it's not quite in the complete center. And really, it's not going to hurt for you to do it while it's still wet. It's just, sometimes it's easier to work with if you give it a little time to dry, because this could very easily move. And then my last one's going down here. About right there, I think. And I'm going over that one more time. Now I'm going to let it dry and leave it alone. I will wait until it's completely dry and go over it one more time with some Mod Podge to seal it really good. And then I'll have a coaster to put my water on. Or I can just prop it up. So have fun. The hardest thing about this is deciding what you're going to put on it. So anything you like, please use the scrapbook paper if you want. If not, you may have something, or you may use some of the materials that you get in your packet, because there are lots of pretty colored pictures in there that you can do. You could even cut out or tear out a poem or a quote or some words. So enjoy, and then use or give away your coasters to a friend. I think they're really beautiful and a nice keepsake. Bye.